I don't even know how to start this video. I honestly think the Tigers are just trying to give me a heart attack. So the Tigers just traded Doug Fister to the Nationals for 3 players that I just don't know why. So the Tigers just traded Doug Fister. All right, Doug Fister. Let me pull up the stats here for you. All right. Doug Fister in his 3 years with the Tigers, he had a 3.29 ERA. He pitched 440 innings. He averaged 217 innings a year. His walks to strikeout ratio was 410. He posted the highest strikeout ratio in his career with the Tigers at 7.2. He walked 1.8 hitters per 9. He didn't give up any home runs. He had a pretty respectable whip. I mean, he is a 3-star. He was our 4-starter on our staff. But this dude is a 3 or a 2 on some staffs. I mean, Doug Fister is, I'm telling you, I've been stressing this to you guys for 3 years, since the day we got Fister. For those of you who don't watch Doug Fister pitch every 5th day, this man is as solid as they come. He's a guy that's going to give you an ERA anywhere from the low to mid 3s. He's going to strike out 140, 150 guys a year. He's going to give you anywhere from 180 to 210 innings a year. You know, he's not going to walk anyone. He's not going to give up home runs. He knows how to pitch. He has a great curve, good two-seamer, good cutter. I mean, he's a guy I thoroughly enjoyed. I mean, look at this, guys. I no longer can wear this shirt. It's gone. It's done. It's over with. And I wouldn't even be so mad that they traded Fister. Okay, I'm not going to make my rant video of Fielder. Okay, no. At least the Fielder trade made sense, okay, after you looked at it. There was salary relief. You know, you got an all-star second baseman with some speed and you improved defensively. Trading Fister for Steve Lombardozzi and then Ian Kroll and Robbie Ray? This makes no sense. Fister had 2 more years of team control. And he was making $6.9 million. He helped he's really good in the playoffs. He's solid in the season. I mean, I'm telling you, this guy is a 3 on almost every staff in baseball. 2 if you're the Twins or like the Rays or something. But in making dirt cheap, he made your rotation deep. So deep. Now, I knew the Tigers were going to trade a starter this offseason. I didn't think it'd be Doug Fister. I thought it was going to be Rick Porcello. Because now that you trade Doug Fister, your back into the rotation is a big question mark. Now, Porcello took some big steps this past year. His strikeouts rose. His whip fell to a pretty decent number. You know, his ERA, you can't really look at that too much because his FIP was pretty good. And, you know, him having Kinsler and Iglesias behind him should help him. But you trade Porcello over Fister. I think Porcello was making almost more money than Fister. If you're going to get the return you got for Fister, I'd rather have it be for Porcello, not Doug Fister. No, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Doug Fister fan. I like Dougie Fresh. I love Dougie Fresh. He's one of my favorite pitchers. And I'm not trying to be biased or anything. But what? You traded him for Steve Lombardozzi. He's a Don Kelly. He's Don Kelly. This is Steve Lombardozzi. Last year, the worst part about it is he's another second baseman. He's a platoon second baseman and a left fielder. You just... Last year, this was Steve Lombardozzi's slash last year. 259, 278, 338. He had 2 home runs and 22 RBIs. He walked 8 times and struck out 34 times and 290 at-bats. And then Ian Kroll came up, pitched last year, and out of the bullpen. He had 32 games. He posted a 3.95 ERA in 27 innings. And then this Robbie Ray guy, I was reading Jason Parks. He projects him to be nothing but a back-end-of-the-rotation starter. And you traded that for Doug Fister! That's my brain right now. Blown. Mind blown. That you would trade Doug Fister for this crap group of players? Like I said, the Fielder trade makes sense because Fielder was making a boatload of money and you got more athletic and better defensively with Kinsler. You know, that's why I got on board with that. But I'm not going to get on board with this. I'm sorry. This trade sucks. I thought we robbed the Mariners by giving them that Francisco Martinez kid and Casper Wells and Charlie Furbush. But the Nationals just picked our pocket. I'm sorry. Dave Dombrowski, he better make one hell of a move to make up for this trade. Because this trade is one of the worst. The package of players you got back. You got back essentially another Don Kelly who signed for another year contract today. Another Don Kelly and Steve Lombardozzi. And you already had a second baseman in Kinsler for a couple of decent at best, maybe below average pitching arms? For Doug Fister? I'm at loss for words. There is no way anyone is going to make me like this trade because it makes not a bit of sense. You have a second baseman, and the 2 arms you got aren't going to help you anytime soon in the immediate future, especially that Robbie Ray kid. And Kroll wasn't even that good. I mean, he's going to slot into the bullpen to probably replace Smiley now because he's a left-handed reliever, and Smiley's going to come back, but they better damn sure hope Smiley has does good in the back end of the rotation. You better hope Porcello takes another step forward because you just weakened that rotation 1 through 4. Now, 1 through 3 is solid, but you better hope Smiley and Porcello step up because trading Fister, a guy that had a 3.29 ERA in 440 innings, his strikeout rate was the highest of his career. His walk rate was outstanding. Outstanding. And you traded him away for this crap package of players? Then that's outstanding trade for you guys. You Nats fans are going to love Dougie Fresh. Let me tell you something. You want to talk about a guy, works fast, takes the ball every 5th day, solid pitcher, you just got him. Your rotation, you're going to love him. I have no idea. No one's going to make me like this trade. This trade sucks. It sucks. It makes not the slightest bit of sense. It sucks. It's garbage. Awful, awful, awful trade. Makes not the slightest bit of sense. Fister was making pennies, $6.9 million. He's a 4 on our staff. He's a 3 on almost every staff in baseball. And you traded him away. And decided to keep Porcello. And let's hope Smiley does good in the rotation. Wow. Awful, awful trade. That's all I got for you guys today. Go Tigers.